hang on to the back of that front group. But with the hard, if you drop back too far, you can't get to the front group.
Yeah, well, it's a fascinating one, isn't it? Because none of them really want to lose sight of Marc Marquez. That's the point. His pace has been brilliant so far this weekend. The early laps here are going to be crucial. The first lap is going to be crucial. The first corner could be mayhem.
The start's going to be absolutely critical. Look at that, 105,000 fans rammed into this iconic Assen circuit. There is not a spare seat in the house, and they're about to be treated to what we hope is going to be a spectacular show. The start vital. Marquez made it a dynamic electric start line in Barcelona. He couldn't upset Jorge Lorenzo's early rhythm. Can Cal Crutchlow and Valentino Rossi, starting on that front row with your world champion leader, get ahead of Marc Marquez, rock him up, break up his rhythm? And what about Maverick Vinales? It's so crucial to see the start that Vinales makes.
Next up, Netherlands. It's time for Assen. Marquez on pole, and the lights go out. A good start from Cal Crutchlow. I'm not sure Marquez got away so well in the initial stages, but he's got to get hooked up now. And as they charge in towards turn one, it is Marquez with the start he needed. He gets the whole shot. Look at Lorenzo around the outside of everybody. Lorenzo's come from 10th. He's up the inside now. Cal Crutchlow in turn two. Jorge Lorenzo, what a start by the race winner in Mugello and Barcelona. He's come from 10th to 2nd. Brilliant by Lorenzo. Where did that come from? Oh, critical there that Marquez got through turn 5 as well, unscathed. There's a bit of sitting up there, but yeah, what a start for Jorge Lorenzo, and now he winds up the power on that Italian machine. But it is Marc Marquez that leads down the Vinschlag. Dovizioso, it looks like he's moved up into 3rd place now as well, past Cal Crutchlow.
Lorenzo just rode around the outside of everybody. Marc Marquez in that first corner, brilliant. Crutchlow can't find a way through as yet on Dovizioso. Rossi's been pushed back a couple of places from 3rd to 5th. What about the start for Maverick Vinales? Again, it's a poor one, a sluggish one. He's dropped from 6th to 9th place, so work to do again for Vinales in the early stage of this race. Is Lorenzo attacking? On the inside of Marquez, that's going to be super tight. He's got the inside line, leans on Marquez. That's brilliant by Lorenzo. He leads for the 3rd race in a row on the Ducati.
Oh, he's looking for the trouble, although he just makes a bit of an error there on the edge, on the exit, and here comes Marc Marquez again. He didn't like that move, and there he comes. This is so quick. He can't get through though. A bit wide is Lorenzo here on the opening lap, and the crowd are going to go mad. They won't believe their eyes. Number 99 it is that's going to lead across the line at the end of lap 1.
Sure, Marquez's right hand there touched Lorenzo's left knee. We know how weak Lorenzo's been in that 4th sector, but he was able to hold off Marc Marquez on that first lap. A breathtaking first lap by Jorge Lorenzo. He's come from 10th to lead here in Assen. We were hoping that Valentino Rossi, Cal Crutchlow and Andrea Dovizioso could get the lightning start to make a race of it. But it's Jorge Lorenzo from row 4 that's taken the lead astonishingly.
Look at the speed that Marquez has got some places there in sector 1, but there's a defensive line taken from Marquez. Rossi now is closing up on the tail of Marc Marquez. It's Ducati, Honda, Yamaha as we head down onto the Vinschlag straight. And look at the power of the Ducati as it roars past and away from Marc Marquez.
He knows he's got to have this gap though in the first 2 or 3 sectors as Valentino Rossi tries to find a way through, swarming all over the rear-type Marc Marquez. Will Marquez try and attack Lorenzo in that 4th sector? All weekend in sector 4, Lorenzo's been as much as 4/10 of a second slower than the rest of the field. He's found something in terms of stability though in that part of sector 4 of the race, and he still leads the way. Crutchlow hasn't been able to find his way back through an Andrea Dovizioso. Crutchlow started 2nd, he's in 5th place with the 2 Suzukis of Alex Rins and Andrea Iannone behind him. Vinales has picked up 1 place, but he's only in 8th place. Can't make any significant inroads towards the top 3. Here comes Lorenzo, they're still leading. Here comes Marc Marquez.
This has been his sound territory. Oh, what a move from Marquez up the inside into turn 15. Is he going to go back on the brakes here, Jorge Lorenzo? No, he's not, and that is why he's had the advantage. The speed he carried there.
He rams it up the inside of Lorenzo. That ram shot, what a brave move by Marc Marquez. Dovizioso trying to find a way through on Rossi going into the first corner. Rossi though, as we know, demon late on the brakes, his long way through for Andrea Dovizioso. Now, Marc Marquez with clear track in front of him. He's had rhythm and pace all weekend to potentially break up the field. Can he do it now? He's hit the front for the first time.
Into turn 5 we go. Marquez, Lorenzo, Rossi, Dovizioso, then it's Cal Crutchlow. We're on board now with the champion, Marc Marquez, the race leader, onto the back straight. That's Jorge Lorenzo we're looking at as we now go into turn 6 and 7. And is he going to try the same thing that he tried on
Alex Rins on the podium here before in Moto 3 and Moto 2. And he's really putting pressure on Cal Crutchlow. Can't find a way through at turn 9. The ball top end of the circuit now. They sweep through Mandevane for the third time of asking. It's Marquez from Lorenzo. Sensational start from Roy Lorenzo. Valentino Rossi started in third. He's just sitting in third place right now. Dovizioso started fourth. That's exactly where he is. Crutchlow, Giannoni, Rins and Vignales coming back in the competition. Just on the top of your picture there.
So here we are then at the fastest part of the circuit. Look at that. Turn 15 is where Marquez is making up all that time. He won't allow them to be close enough to then pull the pin into the chicane. There's Valentino Rossi in third with that soft rear tyre. Marquez just being told of the group behind him.
Yeah, fastest lap of the race and from Marquez at 1:34.478 for the 10th and a half. Quicker than Lorenzo behind him. Interestingly now, Lorenzo did still stick with that hard option rear tyre. Now, if he can hang in with Marquez, there's not a lot of difference in performance and lap times between the hard and the soft, but you feel normal conventional wisdom would suggest that Lorenzo, if he can hang in there, will have a better grip in the race. That's brilliant by Alex Rins. That's aggressive by Alex Rins. He's forced his way through on Cal Crutchlow and Struben. So Alex Rins at turn 5 takes P5 from Crutchlow.
Look at the speed of Jorge Lorenzo through turn 6. Surely not into turn 7. I thought he was going to pull off some move there. It's so quick into T7.
But crucially, Steve, at this stage of the race, Marquez has not been able to open up any kind of clear daylight between himself and Jorge Lorenzo. Lorenzo's having a move at turn 9 and the ball. That's brilliant by Jorge Lorenzo. He crashed there on Friday with Jorge Lorenzo. Marquez tries to strike straight back, but Lorenzo's got the inside line going into Mandevane.
Not many people saw this one coming. A tight line there from Marquez. He has to sit up and out of it. He might just fall into the hands though now of Valentino Rossi, who's well on his tail. Jorge Lorenzo leads through sector 4. But this is the part of the circuit now as we flick left, where Marquez in a moment will close up on Jorge Lorenzo. Will he be close enough to make a move? No. Rossi's now coming through. Dovizioso's there as well. What a race so far.
Here comes Rossi at the Timber chicane on Marquez. That was such a controversial moment between the two of them back in 2015. Rossi finds a way through for the second place, and Marquez started this lap leading. He's been pushed back into third place, and Dovizioso now attacks Marquez, and Dovizioso's got the inside line. That was really, really tight. Marquez stands firm. He's rock solid, but Marquez getting a little bit, surprise, beaten up here.
Yeah, well, they had to get in there, didn't they, and try and rock him up, and that's exactly what's happening here at the moment. On board with Andrea Dovizioso. That's the tail of Marquez, and he thought about it again. On to the back straight we go. It's Lorenzo, Rossi, Marquez, Dovi.
Yeah, and it's Alex Rins, Cal Crutchlow, Andrea Giannoni, Maverick Vignales still in 8th place. He's only 1.3 seconds though off the race lead at the moment. It's been an awful first few laps for Danny Pedrosa. He's down in 19th place at the moment, nowhere near the points of Pedrosa. And look at the gap already that Lorenzo and Rossi have been able to establish once they found their way through on Marquez. Classic Timber chicane braking move by Rossi on Marquez last time around. And at this stage of the race, Marquez doesn't look particularly comfortable with that soft rear tyre. What you got to say?
He's been knocked out of his rhythm slightly. He's got faster pace than this. The pace actually isn't very... Oh! A massive moment there! And how have we both stayed up? I think that somehow did Lorenzo miss a gear? Rossi clatters into the back of him.
Well, something happened to Lorenzo there, surely. I mean, Rossi just, what a time to be on board with Jorge Lorenzo. Rossi just ploughed into the back of him. There's no way that Rossi had the better speed. Somebody was right there. Was that Andrea Giannoni, the final chicane? Wow, that was 5th gear, possibly 6th gear, flat out.
There's problems. Is there something dangling down from Rossi's bike?
I'm not sure. Huge. It was massive contact. Can't believe Rossi stayed on. Can't believe Lorenzo stayed on. I'm not sure if there was something else. Marquez in all the drama. What a first 5 laps it's been here. On lap 6 in Assen, and Dovizioso's found his way through on Marquez. We are being treated to a classic Dutch TT. Oh, Marquez and Struben. That's brilliant. That's ruthless. That's merciless from Marquez. He bounces straight back on Andrea Dovizioso. Marquez back into the top 3.
Well, this is an extraordinary race so far. Lorenzo leads them from Rossi. What on earth happened just a moment ago between those two, and how did they both stay up? Alex Rins has got some really good pace. Don't count him out, number 42. And Maverick Vignales is coming into contention as well.
This is what happened.
Let's have a look as they exit. Lorenzo just seems to lose all sort of speed here. Rossi's quite up on him.
He lost the front. What a moment for Jorge Lorenzo. What a moment. Well, how did he stand? Look at that. The rear seat unit, you can could see the impact that Valentino Rossi made. I don't know how on earth Lorenzo stayed on. Losing the front through Movemir and Hoga Heider. That is in excess of 250 kilometres an hour. Rossi's about to pounce it. Can he get close enough this time around? I still can't believe Lorenzo saved that. That was a Marc Marquez save, probably even better. The speed he was doing is astonishing, incredible by Lorenzo, saving a century.
I'll tell you what, we've got 20 laps to go of this. I'll have 50 of them if it's possible. Across the line, Lorenzo, Rossi, Marquez, Dobby, Rins, Crutchlow, and Vinales is the quickest of the lot.
He is, yeah, fastest lap of the race has just been thrown in by Vinales at 1:34.133.
Mistake from Lorenzo on the exit there of turn 1, and they're all going to bunch up again.
Lorenzo's having a few twitchy moments, more than a few twitchy moments on that front tyre. Is Rossi going to strike us through? But Rossi, no. He thought about it. Rossi coming under pressure. Rossi, he just got a fraction too on there. And Marc Marquez, he needs no second invitation. You give Marc Marquez an inch, he's going to take a mile.
Good stuff from Marc Marquez then on the last couple of laps, and Dobby's through now on Valentino Rossi as well. It's been a shaky lap this from Valentino. He drops down to 4th now. So it's Lorenzo, Marquez, Dovizioso and Vinales now starting to get into the groove.
He's getting seriously racy, Maverick Vinales. It was Andrea Iannone on the Suzuki that made the mistake at the Timber chicane a couple of laps ago, because that's dropped Iannone off this lead group. What a breathtaking, reckless first 6.5 laps this has been. Lorenzo then still leads the way. He starts this run back now through the fastest, most famous section of this Assen course. This was where he lost the front right here a couple of laps ago. Oh, Dovizioso, that's brilliantly on the inside of Marc Marquez. We've got a Ducati 1-2 now here in Assen, and Dovizioso looking really strong. Is he going to pass as well straight away on his teammate Lorenzo on the Timber chicane? Not quite close enough this time to have a lunge on the inside of Lorenzo on the brake. So Lorenzo, Dovizioso, Marquez, Rossi, Rins, Vinales, Crutchlow, the top 7 riders over the line, split by just a second, up to 7 laps of unbelievable action here in Assen.
Johan Zarco and Andrea Iannone are getting invited into this party as well. Zarco's had a great move forward. There's Cal Crutchlow, then he lost a place to Vinales. Rins is looking really strong at the moment. He's trying to make a move on Valentino Rossi and
Marquez is absolutely awesome. As is Alex Rins. Marquez picks Dovizioso's pocket there, so there's a couple of place changes significant at the front of this race. Rins up to 4th.
Front end wobbling around there for both Marquez and Dovizioso. Dovizioso now trying to use the red power. Is he going to have a look on the inside? No room in the in there. And look who's right on the tail of Dovizioso again. It's Alex Rins now.
Did something with that big contact with Lorenzo. Just have anything to do with Valentino Rossi just running not stupid pace by any stretch of the imagination, but he's struggling at the moment. That contact with Lorenzo did it cause some damage to the front end of that Yamaha? We'll wait to find out. But Vinales now 6th place and looking really menacing. Crutchlow's
the power of that Ducati. Dovizioso tries to make a move, he can't. Into turn 15, watch the speed of Marc Marquez here. On board now with Andrea Dovizioso as we go into the Timber chicane. Rossi trying to bounce back on Alex Rins, but it's so tight through there.
How many moves have we seen Valentino Rossi down the years? Oh, Vinales got it out of shape coming on the gas out of the final corner. And has that let Cal Crutchlow back through? No, it hasn't, but it certainly cost Vinales a bit of momentum.
Absolutely breathtaking race.
It's like a Moto 3 race.
Well, it is, isn't it? Right then, here we are on board with Andrea Dovizioso. Now this is where Marc Marquez, we're coming into territory of the number 93. Is he going to have a look up the inside of Lorenzo? Yes, he is. There might be contact. There isn't quite.
You just wonder, Steve, how much Marquez has just got in reserve here, just maybe preserving that soft rear tyre.
Well, he's been lapping comfortably in the low 134s. We're nowhere near that speed at the moment.
Rins got the Dovizioso, you're right about Alex Rins. He has got some serious pace at this stage of the race. He's gone from 5th on the grid, and Alex Rins now up into 3rd place. Next in his sights will be Marc Marquez. He was always confident yesterday, Alex Rins. He said after equaling his career best qualifying in 5th place that he felt a good start. If he could get away at the start of the race, he would be able to run the pace of Marquez, he was talking it up big, and he's delivering on Sunday when it really matters, is Alex Rins. He's swarming now all over the back of Marquez. Is he going to try and find a way through in this fourth sector? He's certainly close enough to have a look at it.
He'll be big and brave if he does, because Marquez is so quick here. Dovizioso trying to challenge him as well, and they're all trying to chip away at each other. Vinales now we're on board with. He's chasing down his teammate Valentino Rossi.
Do you know what? Vinales is having a bit of movement already on that rear tyre. You can see there, we were on board with him. He had a twitch coming through Ramshook. He had a twitch coming out of the timber chicane last time around. So Vinales, he's exerted real stress and pressure on that soft rear tyre. He's still hanging in there, though. This is the best Moto Gp race we've had in 2018. Up to red lights, thankfully. We've still got another 17 laps to go.
Marquez is going to have another go at this. He failed last time. He's got it lined up this time. Turn 5. He wants to have a nibble at Jorge Lorenzo. That wide sweeping line, he can't quite get close enough. And Zarco on the inside of Cal Crutchlow. The best race we've seen from Zarco for a few.
Yeah, that was a nicely executed move by Zarco. So that's pushed Cal Crutchlow back down into 7th place. Over the line last time around, the top 7, they were covered by, well, top 8 were covered by just a second. That's Moto 3 standards normally. Dovizioso's found his way back through on Alex Rins, and the Ducati grunt out of turn number 5. He would have just blasted by Rins on that Veenschlag straight, although Rins retaliates straight away, almost at the fault.
That was a bit close there between those guys, and Valentino then thinks about going up the inside of Alex Rins. They stay in line for now. What a race. You just don't know where to look at the moment, and a big rear slide from Jorge Lorenzo at the front. Now, will that cost him some time? Marquez is going to get right into his wheel tracks. Dovizioso is trying to use the power of the Ducati as well. He's got the inside line, but the door's closed.
Marquez chomps Dovizioso's nose off. Vinales has got through on Rossi. Can Rossi find a way back through on his teammate? He can. Valentino Rossi. Brilliantly executed move on Bambi Vinales coming into that timber chicane. He didn't want to get stuck behind Vinales for too long. What a race now. The gap between that top 8, just 9/10 of a second. And Andrea Iannone, while this scrap rages at the front, is bringing Andrea Iannone back into contention as well in 9th.
Well, here we are then on board with Maverick Vinales in 6th place, just ahead of Zarco, Crutchlow and Iannone. We knew there was going to be a big group, but we thought the fight would just be for second. It could still be as yet. There's a long way to go because the pace is nowhere near what we thought it would be.
I mean, these guys at the moment, they're doing 1:35. Predicted race pace was a 1:34.
I mean,
around that low 1:34.
Either Simon's right and the wind's playing a bigger part than we thought, or someone's hiding something. At the moment, would it be worth the risk of trying to hide something? That's the question.
I mean, the pace at this stage of the race is over a second slower than what we were anticipating. You know, you just wonder whether it's so slow because the riders are thinking about tyre life. Rins, he had a look at Dovizioso last time around at the ball turn number 9. This time he's fought his way through. So Alex Rins back into the podium place is Davide Brivio. He won't have too much of those fingernails left by the end of this 26th lap if it carries on like this.
Zarco's through on Vinales now as well, so Johan Zarco's got his mojo back and he's not afraid. Here we are then with the leaders, another moment for Jorge Lorenzo out front, and look at Marquez trying to creep closer. Round turn 15 we go. Lorenzo, Marquez, Rins, Dovizioso. It's Ducati, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha, Ducati, Rossi up the inside of Dovizioso.
Brilliant, he got this fellow Italian there, Rossi. Another awesome move on the brakes coming into the timber chicane. So it'll be Lorenzo that leads at the first corner on lap number 12. Dovizioso can't find lap for Rossi in the half on the first corner. Vinales is a little bit hot, runs a little bit wide, but he doesn't allow Zarco or Crutchlow to sweep on through.
On board here with Marquez. We were anyway. Nakagami's got a 1.5-second penalty further back. As Alex Rins up the inside, there's a bit wide there from Marquez, and the Suzuki rider goes through. Marquez! How has he not gone down? He does it time and time again. He was off the bike, and he stays on, and he keeps the throttle pinned. He's lost a couple of places, and he's a bit hot into turn 6 as well.
And look at Vinales as well, through on Rossi and Rushkin hook, and look at that, Vinales has gone around the outside, spinning that rear tyre. Can he find a way through on Marquez? Oh, that was really tight.
What a race this is!
That's what been going on everywhere. And there you know he's made another mistake because he's lost touch with this lead group. There's been another mistake for Andrea Iannone, but Marquez, just like Jorge Lorenzo earlier on, slightly more sedate, slower speed. We're looking at this.
We're looking back now. Well, what a view this is. Watch Marquez on the throttle, a bit of a nudge, and he's down. And how does he do it time and time again? It's incredible.
credit to Alex Rins because Marquez didn't leave him a lot of room for turn 5, but he took whatever room there was, Alex Rins. That was a brilliant, brave, bold move to do that to Marquez. Take that, Marquez, the world champion.
The rhythm of Rossi has been disrupted. He's just dropped down to 7th for the time being.
I think maybe Rossi had to shut off when he saw Marquez lose the front in front of him. It just would have cost him so much drive down that beanstalk straight. Yeah, Rossi's dropped behind Vinales and Zarco.
Up the inside he goes, off the Frenchman into turn 1. The incident involving Rins and Marquez currently being investigated. I don't think there's anything in that. I really don't. We've seen worse moves than that.
Well, that's just a pure racing incident. It was an aggressive move by Alex Rins, but
if you're
Marquez has made a career out of those kind of moves.
If you're investigating that, then they're going to be busy for the rest of this race because there's a lot more to come. Onto the back straight we go. Lorenzo, Rins, Dovizioso, Marquez. This has been the race of the season by a long stretch.
Look at Lorenzo. That's the biggest lead he's had in the whole race. This was the incident that involving Rins.
I just can't see how there's anything in that.
It didn't look like there was any contact.
But anyway, I don't think that they'll do anything more with that. I really don't. Simon.
There was nothing wrong with that, guys. They won't give him a penalty for that. Just to come back to you on the wins, I really believe it is the wins for 2 reasons. Like whenever it got wind up at Phillip Island, we're at least a 1.5 seconds slower a lap, which must be something similar to now. But the second thing is, if you had any extra speed, you would check out of this group, this fight, because it's just too risky.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You know, if you do have something in your pocket, why would you risk all this? This is just brilliant stuff. Well, whatever's happened to the wind, thank you, because you've provided us with something special. Lorenzo, Rins, Dovizioso, Marquez, and Vinales all fly through the timber chicane. There's 13 laps to go. We don't want this to end. Dovizioso now then makes it a 1-2 for Ducati at a circuit that Ducati apparently don't like.
No, they don't want the one and only victory. Casey Stoner 10 years ago in 2008. Andrea Iannone's really suffering. He's obviously ran into some rear grip issues, which he feared because Iannone's dropped right out of this podium battle.
As we suspected, no further action taken after that incident.
Take it back.
Have it back, he says.
That's all about revenge, isn't it? That's Marquez saying, well, whatever you do to me, mate, you can have it back and some.
Well, onto the back straight we go then. Onto the beach track. That's Maverick Vinales we were on board with.
What can I say? Revenge is this best served sweet. I think Alex Rins has got a sweet tooth right now.
Yes.
That was Marquez. A little bit of payback.
Just imagine what Alex Rins is thinking though. Look at the group of riders he's around at the moment and he's fighting with. This is something special. Crutchlow trying to stay in touch.
Alvaro Bautista's taken Andrea Iannone for 9th place. What's happened there to Maverick Vinales? He was out wide coming through the Bolt because Alex Rins has moved back into 4th place.
All this time, Lorenzo just continues to lead.
And we're not really keeping his powder dry and out of trouble. Although Dovizioso's got the drive coming out of Duca's loop. Not close enough though to strike on his teammate.
Let me remind you, these two have not actually had a proper ding-dong. Lorenzo has been home and clear the last 2 races. They don't really get along that well, the 2 Ducati riders, and they won't want to be beaten by each other.
And Andrea Dovizioso is not going to want his teammate to take a 3rd straight victory on the Ducati.
Here he comes, up the inside, brilliantly done. Dovi loves overtaking there, that is brilliantly done. He leads then. Marquez wants a piece of the action in 3rd, a bit of a gap then forming back to Alex Rins in 4th.
Lorenzo's not going to take this line down, is he? Rins has just had a little bit wide. Here's Marquez, he's going to attack Lorenzo. That's Ruben Ising now. Lorenzo runs that tight defensive line. You can just see how slow he was in the middle of the corner though. Marquez had to just check there. It looked like Marquez was definitely faster on corner entry and certainly more corner speed. Lorenzo just parked in the middle of the corner there, so he couldn't let Marquez through.
One thing Dovizioso is supreme at is keeping a decent pace, and he's had some decent pace so far this weekend. Now he's at the front with clear air. Can he do anything about it? It's Maverick Vinales gets Alex Rins back again.
The last time Andrea Dovizioso took his teammate Jorge Lorenzo for the lead, seconds later he launched it in Le Mans. He won't want the history to repeat itself. Now these 3 here are just starting to open up a bit of a gap back to Maverick Vinales. We're only just over the halfway stage.
The pace is hotting up slightly. They're down into the mid-34s now, and the cream's starting to rise to the top as Marquez looks to find a way past Jorge Lorenzo. 12 laps to go. Coming in now to turn 15, Marquez, that's brilliant and brave from the world champion.
Lorenzo's going to try and fight back. Is he on the brakes in the timber chicane? He's not close enough. Alex Rins is getting a little bit beaten up by the two factory Yamahas. Rossi makes another move at the tip of chicane. He's made up team moves already in this race at that final chicane. So Rossi back into 5th place.
Lorenzo wide on the exit to turn 1, and it looks like he might just be running out of a bit of pace here, Jorge Lorenzo. Or unless it's just a bit of a blip. Gigi Delinia doesn't know which way to look. He's got one rider in 1st, one rider in 3rd. Into turn 5 we go. Dovizioso, Marquez, and Lorenzo, and in 4th we're on board with Maverick Vinales. You can see the problems just in that shot with acceleration for the Yamaha at the moment. That was quite clear. Through turn 6 and 7. Marquez, as usual with Marquez, he's had a massive moment. But he's still in this, and he's still well on to try and fight for victory. He's up against his old foe at the moment. The man he fought with in Qatar at the start of the year. The man he beat to the World Championship in 2017.
Looks like Johan Zarco is also trying to run this increased, hotter, faster pace at the front. Dovizioso was a little bit wide going into Mandeville, but he's able to push back, not letting Marc Marquez sweep through.
Marc Marquez fancies another go at leading this to see if his pace now.
I'll tell you who's looking really, really strong as well. There's a man in 4th place. Yeah, Vinales. Vinales smells victory here.
Everyone's looking strong. Every time I look around, someone else is flying, and Rossi's now having a look at his teammate Vinales into the chicane and does it. His favourite move here in Assen. 10 laps to go.
It's like cutting pace for Rossi in the tip of chicane, isn't it?
Dovizioso then into turn 1, leading from Marquez and Lorenzo. This is the section where Marquez glows. Cal Crutchlow, again, thought he was out of it. He's come back into the frame again, but he's just at the back of the group. Finding it hard to overtake at the moment is Cal Crutchlow. Championship standings, at the moment, I'll be honest, I don't really care. Onto the back straight we go. Andrea Dovizioso on board with him in the power of that Ducati. Lorenzo then regrouping a bit in 3rd.
Yeah, we can confirm happily that the incident between Alex Rins and Marc Marquez, no further action will be taken as Jorge Lorenzo finds a way back through on Marc Marquez. He's got that inside line now coming through Mandeville, top end of the circuit. Yeah, no further action to be taken. Sorry, Steckenbos, as we expected. You can't be handing out penalties for that. Nothing Alex Rins did wrong, just other than real serious, hard, aggressive racing.
Every time you rule someone out, they come back into contention here. It's just fantastic stuff. We're going to be in terms of laps remaining into single digits shortly, and they're all together again. It is the two Ducatis, and Lorenzo, he had a bit of a wobbly lap or two, but he's back, and look at these two Yamahas, Rossi and Vinales big and brave around the outside of Rossi into turn 15.
Brilliant that by Maverick Vinales. He's got some serious guts and some serious temerity to do that. Lorenzo then gets up the inside of his teammate. They run. Well, at least they're swapping the same paint, the two back to Ducatis. Dovizioso is going to have that inside line. He got the better drive coming out of Lorenzo out the far corner. Vinales now moves up on the inside of Marc Marquez. He keeps it tight on that inside line through turn number 2. Marquez can't retaliate. What a race.
Everyone wants a piece of the action here in Assen. It's been awesome Assen so far. Around turn 4 we go. Now into turn 5. On board with the Dovizioso. Tight line taken there from Lorenzo. That will bunch them all up again. And now we go. Sorry, we're on board with Maverick Vinales there.
You need to calculate how many overtakes there's been in this league group. Phenomenal action here at the Dutch TT. Fitting, we've got a classic race at such a classic venue as Lorenzo again find his way through. He attacks Dovizioso, but he can't hold it through turn.
And again, it's like synchronized swimming. Look at this. They're just allowing everyone else in. This has lit the eyes up of Maverick Vinales, and just as he thought he was onto something, Marquez makes 2 moves in 1.
And Lorenzo, in the blink of an eye, has gone from 1st to 4th place. Danilo Petrucci's crashed out. He was running in 12th place. Confirmation on your screens there of an early exit for the Alpha Prime with Ducati when he's down at turn number 5.
Brilliant stuff from Marquez. Buy one, get one free.
If you can call a race win at the end of this one, well, good luck, because this is almost impossible to call. 8 and a bit laps to go.
Here we go then, into the chicane.
Vinales is going to be close enough to attack.
Rossi up the inside of Lorenzo in the background. He's now up into 4th place to Lorenzo.
Rossi's overtaking something to the chicane, surely not.
Maverick Vinales, is he going to attack again on Marquez into turn 1? He's late on the brakes, yes he does.
Look at the top of your picture there. Sorry, Steve Rins was getting that Suzuki making all kinds of weird and wonderful shapes on the brakes. Thought he was going to be with the inside of Lorenzo. Is Lorenzo really struggling for grip at this stage of the race for Lorenzo then? Dovizioso with Vinales now. Really putting the pressure on, can't find a way through. Nice, tight, defensive line through Shrew, but
attack there, Rins and Lorenzo. You might be right, Matt. He did have a wobble a couple of laps ago, but this time it looks like it's really bad news for Lorenzo as he draws down another one. In the meantime, out front, Dovizioso, Maverick Vinales and Marc Marquez are all inseparable. And again, look at Maverick Vinales, a great move. He's from Maverick.
He's got so much confidence as well. He was spinning up that rear tyre, that soft rear tyre. Lynn Jarvis looks like a bit of a fist pump. Still a long, long way to go in this race. But Maverick Vinales, believe it or not, that's the first time this year a factory Yamaha has led a Grand Prix in 2018.
Wow. That is a stat and a half, and it's their birthday as well. What a present it would be, but it ain't over. Look in second place, Marc Marquez swarming on. Massive moment for Maverick Vinales.
He didn't even back off for a split second. How did he keep the momentum? How did he keep the drive to keep Marc Marquez and Andrea Dovizioso at bay? Rossi's not out of this. He won't be close enough to attack the Timothy chicane this time around. Dovizioso might well be. No, he can't quite find a way through. That's the first.
He's wide.
10. Rossi's not made a move.
I can't tell chicane. I don't know where to look, Matt. I honestly don't. Across the line is Maverick Vinales from Marc Marquez. Dovizioso and Rossi. A gap forming now. Back to 5th place, and Marquez leads into turn 1. Is he wide? No, he isn't. Bit of a mistake from Vinales on exit.
Vinales' lead didn't last very long then, did it? It looks like we've got a four-way shootout between Marquez, Vinales, Dovizioso and Rossi for the victory in this 70th Dutch TT. What an anniversary race we've had for this crowd here. 105,000 fans packed into Assen. Boy, have they had their money's worth, but they've paid 4 times the ticket price for this kind of race.
Crucial moment here for Marc Marquez. He leads. He's going to try and check out, but this is a part of the circuit where Maverick Vinales is so quick. If he can't break away now, he won't break away at any point in the race. So here he is then, up ahead of Vinales. Dovizioso and Rossi just behind them. The fans, well, they don't know what to do at the moment. It is the Repsol Honda and Marc Marquez, the world champion, ahead of Maverick Vinales, who I think we can safely say is back in the game again.
Yeah, he's had 4 podiums in the last 19 races. What a barren run it's been for Maverick Vinales. But there he is, trying to keep the pressure on. Again, that soft rear tyre coming out of Dweikersloot. He gets really loose.
Oh, and again, he's not scared. He's going for it. Full power.
I don't understand how he keeps getting the momentum and the drive when he's having so many massive moments on that soft rear tyre.
He just won't let go of the throttle. That's what's basically happening.
Yeah, keep it absolutely wide open pin. That's what Maverick Vinales' motto is.
6 to go in a classic here in the Netherlands. Marquez still has it from the 3 behind. They look like the only ones in contention at present. Vinales, Dovizioso and Rossi. Around turn 4, look at that. Maverick is glued to the back wheel of Marc Marquez. Around turn 4. Now into turn 5. Is he going to have a look? No. Defensive line again taken from Marquez.
The only differential in this top 4 is Andrea Dovizioso's rear tyre. They're all on the medium front. Marquez, Vinales and Rossi have got the soft rear tyre on. The only differential is Andrea Dovizioso's rear tyre. He's got the hard rear. And will that pay dividends in these final 5.5 laps?
Just taking a moment to catch your breath. Here comes Maverick. You can't catch your breath. Here comes Maverick. Oh, wow, they're side by side. Not around the outside. Surely not. No, there's no room there. That's made a massive... Oh, so is Marquez. They both have. And Dovizioso and Rossi go through. Every time you look at what's going on here.
They just didn't want to give space to each other. They weren't willing to give each other a centimetre, let alone an inch on that tarmac. So there you go. Big mistakes for Marquez and Vinales. And Valentino Rossi now, he's going to try and be close enough to Dovizioso to make his favoured overtake, his famed overtake at the Timothy chicane. Will he be close enough to get to Dovizioso on the break?
He is going to have a go up the inside, and Rossi leads here in Assen. 5 laps to go.
The doctor with surgeon-like precision on the brakes again and into the Timothy chicane, and he leads for the first time. Valentino Rossi, it's a short-lived affair though. Dovizioso strikes straight back using the power of the Ducati out of that final chicane. Just 5 laps to go, as Steve said. Was Rossi about to attack again there going through turn 2? This was the big moment between Marquez and Vinales going down into the vault. They just didn't want to give each other any room. Look at that, their knees rubbed against each other.
Incredible scenes here in Assen. 6 different riders have led this race, and there's still plenty more to come. At the moment, it is Dovizioso and Rossi together.
Marquez around the outside of the pair of them. He now leads. Where did that come from?
Into turn 6. Breathtaking stuff here in Assen. There's moments everywhere. No one wants to give up. Here comes Vinales and Rossi, and up the inside he goes.
And look at this thing, the big carve at the front. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Alex Rins, a Cal Crutchlow, can now win the Dutch TT from nowhere.
Marc Marquez it is then that now has the edge. Andrea Iannone is going to get a 2-second. Penalty, but he's not in the race. But nearly 4 to go in a moment. Here comes Vinales again. He is desperate for this. He is hungry. Dovizioso quick around turn 14. Around 15 we go.
Thomas was about to jump out on driver here. What a race. Here comes Rossi again. Has he looked again into a chicane? Of course he has. Valentino Rossi on Moto Vinales threw back into 3rd place. Then the start of lap 22. 4 to go here in Assen. It's Marquez, Dovizioso, Rossi, Vinales, Rins and Crutchlow. 22 laps of breathtaking action in Assen. The top 6, they're still covered by just 8/10 of a second after all this racing.
Oh, just unbelievable stuff. Here we are then on board with the Ducati rider, Andrea Dovizioso around turn 4. Now we'll chuck it left into turn 5, and he'll wind up the Bologna back machine onto the Vinschland. There's Crutchlow. We've got to focus on these leaders. It is Marc Marquez, the power of the Ducati coming through now into turn 6. Rossi trying to hang on to them in 3rd place. This is an area now where Maverick Vinales comes into his own and has been so strong. Rins and Crutchlow still in contention, 5th and 6th.
Bit of movement there for Alex Rins on that hard rear tyre. Keeps it all gathered up though. De Bolt for the 23rd time asking. This was the lap or the corner where Vinales and Marquez got it all horribly wrong. A couple of laps to go round wide. Let Dovizioso and Rossi sweep through. Is Dovizioso going to be able to fire that Ducati out of Guigashly and get close to Marquez to attack him? This is where the Ducati's been weak throughout most of the weekend. So, making sure he's not going to come under attack in Cade. But rare lap as well, the Valentino Rossi can't find a way through on anybody at the final chicane as well. So, 3 down, or 3 to go now. Marquez over Dovizioso's advantage, 3/10 of a second.
That was Marquez. This is one of his faster laps of the race. Into the mid-34s he goes with 3 laps remaining.
Simon.
Guys, I have to admit, being bewildered at Rossi's leader on Friday when he said, we need to work on the straight line braking. I was kind of confused because Assen's so flowing and fast, and now I'm deliberately, he's been losing since Friday on this chicane to be able to pass people in the last turn.
He's just been so good there over the years. Is it going to pay off for him here? They're in the race. At the moment, they're all trying to cling on to Marc Marquez. He's just increased the gap to almost half a second here. This could be the moment where they say goodbye to Marc Marquez. Is this going to be the fastest lap of the race coming from the world champion?
He's trying to pull the pin here, isn't he? Definitely. Marc Marquez has got his head down. It's hammer mode, Jorge Lorenzo style here for Marc Marquez. There's the biggest gap we've seen all race in terms of the lead. He's really stretching the field here. Valentino Rossi may feel that he's got to find a way through quickly on the Dovizioso. Otherwise, Marc Marquez is going to be checking out. There's going to be only 2 laps to go when they cross the line this time around. Marquez, he's almost 6.5 tenths clear. Rossi, that's brilliant. That is awesome. On the inside of Dovizioso. Is it too little too late though? Rossi starts the charge towards Marc Marquez, whose lead is over a second for the first time in this race. And Dovizioso has gone through on Rossi. This is the worst possible scenario. Rossi's out wide. Forced out wide by Andrea Dovizioso. Is that Valentino Rossi's, not only his victory hopes gone, but what about his podium as well?
Yeah, well, he was just desperate not to give it up. He wants to try and chase down Marquez, and guess what? Marquez thinks in his fastest lap of the race. It's a 34.2 from Marquez.
Rins has been brilliant and Struber turn number 5, and Alex Rins now finds himself back onto the podium. It'll be only his 2nd podium in the Moto Gp World Championship. Marc Marquez on that last lap around set his fastest lap of the race. What a time to find this kind of pace. 1:34.2. That was the predicted pre-race pace. And Marc Marquez is fighting in on the penultimate lap. Brilliant. Crutchlow was out wide of second while that's let Rossi back through.
1.5 laps remaining here in Assen, and they've just let.
They've got nothing more in time.
They've let him go.
On this lap already, he's taken half a second. They haven't got anything in response. This has been a stunning late charge by Marc Marquez. He's leaving them for dust here.
Now he finds his rhythm at the perfect moment of all. Alex Rins in the meantime there, trying to find a way past Maverick Vinales for second. There's a door open, he's not close enough, and we're going to begin the final lap of the race. And Rins charges here to try and get past Vinales, and Marc Marquez is going to have a 1.5 second lead across the line.
Yeah, what's this lap time going to be? A 1:34.5 from Marc Marquez. He's the only rider in the 1:34s. You may say that Marc Marquez, the way he's ridden these last 2 laps, was probably just playing with these guys for 23 laps, because look at the way he's been able to streak away. He's doing it with ease. Nobody else on that last lap around was in the 1:34s. Marquez did a 1:34.5. Dovizioso did a 35.8. 1.3 seconds slower than Marc Marquez. He's crushing them late on.
Well, it's been quite a breathtaking race and an unbelievable show. And this could be a hammer blow to his opponents in the World Championship for 2018.
Well, he's going to continue his proud record, barring any massive late mistake. He's never finished off the podium in a Moto Gp race here in Assen. He's on course, well on course for his 9th successive podium finish, and he's well on course to extend and increase his World Championship lead, going to a circuit which he adores, which he loves, the Sachsenring in Germany. What about this battle for second place between Vinales and Rins? Alex Rins, he wants